Early in the morning, early in the morning, in the morning.
What's going on, the people? It's your boy Cam Topical Juice, and we're back once again for another video. I did 3 videos yesterday. I've got 1 video right now that I'm filming for y'all. I'm back again with another video, so let's get straight into this. As you can see from the title, wow. Listen, get where your bottles at. Pour one for TG. It looks like True Geordie is officially cancelled, man. Pour one out for him, rest in peace. Once cancel culture gets a hold of you, it's very hard to bounce back, you understand? So let's get into this video, man. Like the video for me, hit the bell to be notified for me, smash that subscribe button for me. It's road to 50k. Let's help your boy get there. And yeah, man, if you want to support your boy's merchandise, in the description below. I really need to be adding to my merchandise list, because ever since I did that YouTube live when you lot were giving me suggestions like early in the morning, I'm just a man in his 20s and things like that, I need to add that in there, and I need to do Tim Nonswood ones as well. But anyway, let's get straight into this. So basically, I did a video yesterday all about Brian, aka True Geordie, after he made a distasteful joke about Muslims being terrorists, essentially, because someone he hates, Andrew Tate, has now reverted and has become a Muslim. In that video, I basically said why that was wrong, why you shouldn't do that, etc, etc, and he released an apology video that I hadn't yet seen. So I've seen the apology video now. My thoughts on it real quick, meh. It wasn't the best apology video, I feel. And the reason for that is there was moments where it felt a little bit insincere. He mentioned how when his friend's child was born, the child is a Muslim, you know, that child being born meant so much to him, and how he, you know, he's not racist for this reason and that reason. He's dated a Muslim before and things like that. Now, I'll reiterate what I said yesterday. Are there circumstances where you can joke about these things? 100%. If you want to make that joke in front of your Muslim friends, outside of a camera, in the privacy of your own home or a friend's house, whatever, so be it. That's great that you can have these bants with these people and have these light-hearted jokes about culture, etc. That's great. The problem is, internet and YouTube and things like that, it's very dangerous making those jokes. You will offend someone to a point where you could potentially get cancelled. Do I believe this Brian guy is racist? I don't, to be honest. If his brethren has married a Muslim and his godson is a Muslim or whatever, I don't really think he is anti-Muslim like that. I just think he made a joke that was very poorly delivered. It really came across as ignorant, and the timing wasn't all there. So a little part of me, I'd say about 5 to 10% of me actually feels sorry for the guy, because he clearly hates Andrew Tate. They've got a beef with Andrew Tate. He let his ignorance kind of slip in a 30-second clip, and now he's losing all his money. Do I feel a little bit sorry for him? Yeah, because we all make mistakes. We all do. We're not perfect. A lot of us have said things like that in the past. A lot of us have thought fit unconscious biases in the past, and I do feel a little bit sorry for him that you can make a joke and lose your entire livelihood. However, what can you do? Do I blame him? Wholeheartedly. Of course, because you need to educate yourself on your ignorance. While I think cancel culture is very toxic and very hostile, you have to learn. You have to learn from these, because I'm learning from people like Brian and other people. I'm personally looking at what happens to these people when they say certain things, and I'm personally trying to avoid it. So True Geordie has now been cancelled officially, and that is because he has lost the sponsorship deals that he once had. Now, as you can see on your screens, Gymshark have actually released a statement. So Gymshark released a statement saying, "We do not condone racism, discrimination, or Islamophobia in any form. We do not agree with comments made by Brian, aka True Geordie, and have suspended our relationship with him indefinitely, effective immediately." But not only that, this one's funny to me. This one kills me. Not only that, poker stars have actually cancelled their contract with him as well. So as you can see on your screen, it says, "We have terminated our contract with True Geordie with immediate effect. At Poker Stars, we are committed to making poker as inclusive and as accessible as possible, and do not tolerate any comments or attitudes that don't align with our inclusive values." Bro, do you know how ironic it is that Poker Stars have cancelled their contract with Brian, aka True Geordie? A company that lives and benefits off people's addiction. You know what I'm saying? People's trauma, really. Because you know how gambling has torn apart homes. Gambling has made people homeless. Gambling has broken up families. And PokerStar has the audacity to cancel Brian. Not only that, when do Muslims gamble? When do Muslims gamble? That's actually so jokes. Muslims don't even gamble. That's why it's so funny that poker stars are doing it as well. It just goes to show you the power of cancel culture. Once something builds up momentum and there's enough support for it, boy, you better watch your back, because you will lose that bag real speedy. It's a difficult one, because me personally, I'm never gonna make those jokes. I respect and empathize with every culture. You understand? I respect and empathize with Muslim culture. As I said, I'm actually interested in the culture. I actually read quite a lot of the Quran years ago when someone gave it to me free on the street. You know, I use the lingo. I love the people. So I'm never gonna make a joke like that unless it's in the right company. So me personally, I have to blame Brian. I have to blame True Geordie for this. It's entirely his fault for not having the awareness, you know, and the emotional intelligence and saying these type of things. But as I said to you, I'm not gonna lie to you. Taking away his entire livelihood, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just goes to show that one slip up, one lapse in judgment, one lapse in concentration, and you can fuck up your entire bag. Do I think he can bounce back from this? Wholeheartedly. And the reason for that is because Muslims aren't that powerful. You know, you can say whatever you want about Muslims and ultimately bounce back. You can say what you want about black people and ultimately bounce back. There's a few different demographics you can't say what you want about, and you know what I'm saying? But blacks, you can say what you want, you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Muslims, you can say what you want, you'll be fine. You know, ultimately you will be fine. If you say what you want about, you know, this different demographic, whatever, it's a problem. So ultimately I think he will bounce back. But the fact that he's lost some big sponsorships, it's not a good look. You know, maybe a precedent's been set now where, you know, you can't make these jokes and things like that. So I think him losing his entire bag over this will sting. And I think it will be a little bit harsh. But do I think it's entirely his fault? Wholeheartedly. Do I think he was out of bounds with that comment? Wholeheartedly. Do I think he needs to educate himself? Wholeheartedly. Do I think it was ignorant? Wholeheartedly. Do you understand? It doesn't matter if your friends are Muslim and all this, that and the other. If you're saying that and putting that into the wider world, you are going to offend people. As I said, if you're going to make those comments, keep it private, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it private amongst people you trust and know who find humour in that. You feel me? So, yeah. And not only that, it's not even the first time he's made these jokes as well. Like, more clips now are showing of when he was talking about 9/11 that, you know, one of his friends drew a plane going into that building on the day of 9/11, and when someone said, "Oh, what was your friend called?" Like, oh, I bet he was a part of it, and then he made a joke saying, "Oh, his name was Ahmed" or something like that. And he was joking. I think his name was Rory or something. But the point here is he made a joke again. You know, it was a Muslim being a terrorist joke. So clearly he does need to educate himself. And I actually said yesterday that, yeah, I'm not going to trash him because I like True Geordie. I actually lied. I've never watched True Geordie. So the only time I ever watched True Geordie was his Tyson Fury interview. I've actually never sat down and watched another video. So from that video alone, I thought I liked him. But as more and more stuff is coming out, yeah, maybe he's a bit more of a dick than I thought he was. Anyway, like the video, man. Hit the bell to be notified for me, and I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace.